Good evening, good evening. Welcome to Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. I am so excited to have you here today. So come on in and begin to share. Come on in and share. Good evening, Deacon Holmes. Thank you for tuning in. Glad to have you here on this beautiful Thursday. This is beautiful. I haven't been outside. Come on in. Come on in. Well, again, welcome to Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith. I'm super excited to be here today. Thank you, Deacon Holmes and Deacon Watson, for tuning in. You know, my theme for 2022, this is all about actions because we just cannot get away from that. It, your words, your steps, your gestures, your posture, your facial expressions, your voice tone, what you write, the movement of your eyes, they all speak volumes and are your actions. So what your actions say to others is crucial. So be careful of what you are saying to others via all those ways that you communicate. My theme for this month is plan, learn, and navigate. Plan, learn, and navigate. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about a subject that should be very, very familiar with many of you out there. Good evening, Elder Levette. Thank you for tuning in. And that is wearing different hats. Wearing different hats. So, what does that actually mean? Well, you know, everyone has at least one skill, and that's one thing that you should be really, really good at because that one skill that you have, you should always work to make it better and better and better. Well, even better than that, some people have multiple skills, and so they can really get out there and do a lot of things. But regardless of whether you have one skill or multiple skills, there are a multitude of things that you can do. And you can use those skills in different roles. So when we talk about wearing different hats, it's kind of like the different roles that you can be in within the same time frame. So it's not like, you know, today I'm in this role and tomorrow I'm in a different role, but it's all during the day. As you can see from the young lady behind me, I mean, she is just really, you know, all into it. She's answering the phone, she's trying to type, she's getting work out, she's doing a lot of different things. And that's what happens. So it can be a very, very good thing, but it is something that it's very important that you have to um, manage. Got you, Elder Levette. Appreciate it. So you have to manage it very, very well. Now, as an example, say a mom, I can be a soccer mom, an administrative assistant, a manager, a librarian. So I can do all those different things because my job may be to be an official librarian. So that's where I work. And then within that, I may also be in management as well. I may be in an organization where I am the administrative assistant. I may have my own business on the side and I have to manage my own business. If I have kids or grandkids, then I can be the soccer mom, the cheerleading squad mom, help out wherever I can. So you find yourselves doing many, many, many things. So we should ask ourselves when when we're performing all these different tasks, are we just doing giving? Are we receiving anything back in return as we're trying to do all of these things? Because you know, you can get burned out doing anything. Just doing one thing, you can get burned out. if you do too much of it. Good evening, Agnes. Thank you for tuning in. So it's all important how we take care of ourselves, how we manage these different roles. As an example, you can be a wife, a mom, a nana, children's minister, a coach, and a mentor. So that's some of all the things that I do. That takes a lot of time. And so I get up in the morning and I'm going to put on my dipper hat then because I'm then going to I'm going to do my meditation time, my me time, get myself straight, get together, like prayer and all that kind of get that feel to get started. Okay. My husband's probably already gone off, so I don't have to be a spouse at that time. Then I have to be an administrative assistant and take care of my clients. I have to do that. I have to schedule my Build Your Best Life host, get my guest schedule for the year. So I'm doing all of that. As a children's ministry, very different Sundays. I have to, well, not because I'm a children's ministry, but as a children's minister, I have roles on first Sundays. And then I have to teach on first, second, fourth Sundays. So I can put that hat on and I have to plan that and have that done timely because we're not going to wait until the Saturday before to prepare that lesson. So that's a lot of hats. And then I'm Nana. So I'm going to take care of my babies. I'm going to get this one for the weekend, take care of that one. Pick the girls up twice a week when Nana's not under the weather. They want to stop somewhere along the way. We're going to stop. We're going to have fun. And so when they're with me, we're doing what they want to do. So they might be coloring, making doing arts and crafts, or they're showing me something on the iPad. And then I have, then I'm going to coach. I coach individuals. So what is it? I don't know when some people I coach professionally, and then some is just I have always kind of mentored them. So I don't know when they might call and say, hey, this is what I need, this is what I'm doing. So I take off one hat and put on another hat and do that. And then I am a mentee. So then someone has to mentor me. So I have to take all them hats off, put on the student hat, get that pencil, get ready to do that. And as well, I'm a Bible study facilitator. So I have to prepare that, make sure that's right, because I can't get on to teach the lesson. And like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, let's read verses, blah, 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 blah. No, we never read it together. I have to be ahead of the game, right? So that's how it is in life, and it's your actions. So having all those having to wear all those different hats, you cannot allow yourself to get frustrated because some of those, it's not like, well, I'm just picking these things up. I think this is what I want to do. So those things that I named, what did I name? 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 9 things. It's not that I'm just picking these up and say, okay, I want to do these. These are things that are my purpose in life. Um, passion for, God has me doing. So these are things that need to be done. So, you have to do them in a way that you don't get frustrated, you don't get burned out. And it's always important to be in a place, regardless of how many hats you have, to know when to say no. Very important when to be able to say no. Because if you don't say no, then you're going to find yourself in a bad place. Sometimes people think, well, I'm invincible. I can just go, 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 go. I can work on this job and I can go on this other job and work 6, 7, 8 hours, get a couple hours sleep into the next job, and I can just continuously do this. And hey, I got this. It's going to hit you one day. You don't know when, but it'll hit you. And then you're going to see, was it good when you wear all those hats? Where's that support system that should have been around you while you were doing all those things. Now that you are just exhausted or it has impacted your mental health, then what are you going to do? So wearing different hats is important, sometimes necessary, but you still have to um, be careful, okay? And that, I just gave a list of 9 the things that I do, but there are many people that are doing the same things, and these hats are what necessary, you know? Because like again, look at the lady in the picture behind me. Now, who thinks somebody wants to go to work, whatever her position is, and she just wants to be, frazzled all day, going from one thing to the other? Nobody, I don't think, really wants to do that unless they are a little hyper and they have to move around like that. But otherwise, nobody wants that constant movement in life. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do. I have a friend now. She's a mother. She's a grandmother. Um, she's a caregiver. She has the gift of service. So she has hospitality. She has gives of her time to her friends. So she does. She has a lot of different hats too. So it's not to say you have to be someone that works at a corporate job or own your own business to have to wear all these hats. It is a person that you can see right now. If you look over, if you're not by yourself, that person may not, have the same um, job or income or whatever they do for income that you do, but at the same time, they also may wear different hats. Look at someone that's in law enforcement. They may or may not have a spouse, so they have to wear that hat. They're supposed to serve and protect. They have that hat. Then there are life givers because when they are, I guess, in that car, just we'll say 24/7, and they're on the road, they may be off duty, but if they see that someone is in need of help, whether that's they broke down, they got a flat tire, something's going on, someone's on the side fighting, or whatever's going on, they have to intervene. They have to assist and help animals. Uh, I think it was yesterday we saw where the dog was down in this deep well. That step up and help them. They coach. A lot of them have assist in different sports activities, basketball, soccer, football, and some of them have individuals that they mentor as well. So they wear different hats. See where I'm going with this? There is a lot of action going around for only one person. The clergy. Okay, so if you have a clergy and they are a pastor as well, if they have a spouse, they have to wear that hat. They have children, they got to wear the daddy hat. If they have grandchildren, they got to wear the grandpa hat. So their job is to preach. That's a hat. They have to teach. That's a hat. They have to counsel people. That's a hat. They visit the sick. That's a hat. They should also be mentoring individuals. That's a hat. They have to lead a staff of people. That's a hat. So again, you got all these different hats. So we talked about Tuesday, if you were with us, we talked about organization and having that to-do list and being on task of doing a lot of things that you have to do. So someone that does have to wear all of these hats, that to-do list and being organized really come into play and be very helpful. The more that an individual can do to assist themselves in being more organized, keeping up with what they have to do, will cause less stress, less frustration, less issues, and again, that mental health. You can't turn on TV or look at social media nowadays unless you see something relating to mental health. So if you are a person and you fill in any of these buckets that I was talking about, wearing all those different hats and just going and doing, take an assessment of all those things that you were doing, all those things that uh, you need to do in your capacity. So in your capacity as a mom or a spouse or grandparent, those are one bucket. Those are most times those are 99.9% must do. But these other things that we do, why are we doing them? Are they things that we like to do? Are they coming? Are those hats coming out of things that are our purpose, that we have a passion for? Are we doing some of these things because somebody asked me in 20, 2001 to do something. So I've been doing that since 2001. Someone else asked me to do something in 2005. So then I'm doing the thing from 2001 and the thing from 2005 with my mom hat, my wife hat, and my Nana hat, and my mentoring hat. Okay. And then in 2007, somebody else asked me to do something. So now it's three things. And then every year, every other year, someone else has asked, can you do this? Can you do this? And each time, you didn't look at what you were doing. You didn't look at the time involved with those things that you were doing. You just said yes, yes, yes. So now that one thing plus those must, those, caregiver, I must, wife, I must, mom, I must, man, I must. I got my I must's. Now I got all this other stuff. What is that doing to you? Are you wearing too many hats? Is there, if you are wearing too many hats, it's okay to say that. It's a young lady that works with me, and we were talking about goals, where we going and everything. And she says, well, now mine's going to sound a little different than everybody else's because everybody is saying, what are they going to be doing for 2022? Now, I can probably tell you what I'm not going to be doing. See, for the first time in all these years as a single mom, both kids will have graduated. I'm going to try to do less. So I'm going to do things that I enjoy doing and I have fun at. So it's okay to make adjustments, change things. We were in a meeting the other day and someone asked questions, well, why aren't a lot of people getting on Zoom? Why aren't all the kids getting on Zoom? Zoom and what is Microsoft Teams and StreamYard and all of that is not for everybody all the time. Some people it's a bother. Some people it's like nerve wracking. Why do I have to look at myself all day and talk to myself all day? Because when you are on social media, a lot of times you feel like, hey, you're talking to yourself or you looking at people and you have to look at them when they're on the screen and some people look at you like, you know what? I don't want to be here. And they just the whole time they look like this. So you either you get to a point where it's like, oh, or you know what? I'm, why do I have to stare at that person and they looking like that? Because I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna start laughing and they gonna think I'm crazy. You wanna know what in the world is wrong with their perspective? But if you're just sitting there and we're supposed to be engaged and you just sit like, you know what, I really don't want to be here. I don't know why I'm here. If I'm not on here, then somebody gonna say this phone number didn't show up, blah 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 blah. Okay, but yeah, some people, everybody is different. So some people sitting there working all day on a computer, they may have their child there working virtually. Some people homeschool their children. If not, when that child comes home, then they got to work with their kids. And some people, they want you to get on Zoom like you don't have anything to do with you just sitting around saying, oh, I sure wish somebody would send me a Zoom request. Because they don't care what time they have meetings, right? So that's not for everybody. So you're going to lose some people. Burnout. You don't want to get burnout because burnout is real and marrying on your mental health, that's real. And you don't want to get caught up in all of that. So take stock of all those hats that you're wearing, write them down. Because until I sat here and listed yesterday, and I didn't list everything, I was like, wow, I'm really doing all of that. So you may not even realize everything that you're doing. So when you write it down and look at it, this is something that is bringing value. It's bringing value. If it's bringing value, who is it bringing value to? Is there someone else that can do it at a level that it will bring even more value to someone else? Am I doing this because someone asked me 20 years ago to do it and I'm still doing it? Am I even still relevant? I'm doing it because I was asked. People let me do it because I do it, and nobody else really wants to do it. But am I relevant? So you have to ask yourself all those types of questions. So wearing those different hats, yes, they can be good, but you have to manage what you're doing, how you're doing it, how it is impacting you physically, socially, mentally, and then make some adjustments if you need to make some adjustments. So you put it in the chat. Hello, Peggy. How are you? Hi, Shonda. Thank you for tuning in. Put it in the chat. Send me a DM later on. Text me. Communicate however you want to. And say, hey, yes, I thought about that. I have some questions. Or, because sometimes, you don't know what you don't know until somebody tells you or you hear it. You're like, you know what? I never thought about that. So it is great to be of value and use your skills and your abilities to assist others, to help in the body, to help in the community, to help family members. But it's also the same number of hours in a day for everybody. And you don't want to burn up uh, 20 hours a day of your time. You only sleep in 2 hours a day. And there are other people that can be doing this, and they are only utilizing 12 hours a day or whatever. Who can assist? Who can step up and do more? Or sometimes you cannot worry about who can do more. Am I doing too much for me physically? And it's okay for somebody to say, oh, yeah, you need to keep doing it. Yeah, you're doing a good job. We sure appreciate it. Well, that's good. But at the end of the day, when you can't do it anymore, you're still going to appreciate that you did it. But did you get any value out of life? So please, I'm going to ask you next time, so we're going to see who's paying attention, who's getting this stuff, because it is here to help everybody, and this can help you if you're in school. You can be doing too much, but sometimes your friends will get you. Oh yeah, let's have a study group. Let's work together, and then you end up doing all the work. They benefit, but you end up doing all the work. So this is for all age groups. And if you think about this should help you as well when you're on your job and you're in work groups and on teams, and you have some people that they're just lackadaisical, and if they don't have to lift a finger, they won't lift a finger. So if you produce 10 pieces of work, and they do one, because they know this work has dates on it and everything is time sensitive. Somebody gonna come get their work off and pay theirs. They're gonna sit right there. So you must value yourself. So don't forget, you wearing all those different hats. I need you to list them out. What value do they have? Is that something that you still should be doing? Is that something that you want to do? If it's a no-brainer, you know how to put it at the list, or just put it at the top of the list. I'm gonna be a mom. I'm gonna be a wife. I'm gonna be a caregiver. I'm gonna be a nana. Hey, those are all pieces of cake. We know how to do that in our sleep. It's these other things. So this is what I wanted to talk about as far as wearing hats, wearing different hats. It's all those different roles that we take on. We take them on and we keep them. And a lot of them we don't let go. And then they begin to pile up and pile up and pile up. So they may become a detriment instead of assisting us and assisting others. So as we live in this time that we're living in now, it's even more important to take care of our physical and our mental health 24/7. So I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, please, as always, remember to visit my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. Please check out my blog that I release every Monday on my blog. And then we have speakers or whatever, and someone wants to know, well, what's the best way? I tried to get on, but I couldn't get on. That direct them to my website, and they go down on the home page and you see the different icons, the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. They click on those, it will take them right to my live pages. And if I'm live at that time, you're right there. So that is the best way to do it. And you can also see my the services that I offer, which is coaching, consultations, speaking, webinar speaking, and you can get an autographed copy of my book, excuse me, Build Your Best Life. It is for everyone. It is a helpful tool. It's about assisting you with your life, your actions, and your credibility, and how to overcome obstacles to be the best that you can be. So if you would like to get an autographed copy, please go on my website. If you prefer a Kindle copy, Amazon.com. We'll hook you up. Now, thank you, Shonda, saying the information was helpful. Thank you so much, and I hope it was helpful for everyone. Please share, share, share. And if you have not clicked on the little bell for the notifications, so you will know each and every time I go live, please click on the notification. Please join me on Saturday at 10 Please join me Saturday, February 19th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The title of my topic for Saturday is Why. Why? It's very interesting. So if you are available, you have time, please tune in Saturday morning. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Be safe out there. Take care. Remember that your life is what you make of it. Please follow my basic principles. so that you can be better starting not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, but now. And also remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. Hope to see you Saturday. And always strive to do the best that you can do and build your best life. I love you all. Good night.